Quality is that they're prepared. They carefully review every detail before every sales call. We say that preparation is the mark of the professional. And I could talk a lot about this, but the top 10% of salespeople are the best prepared. So I have to ask you a question, though. What is the most important single word in selling that determines the level of sales, your success, how many you sell, how often you resell, the referrals you get, your level of income? What is the most important single word?
Yes.
Well, the most important single word is credibility. It's credibility. Your credibility is everything. You know, Shakespeare once said, "He who steals my purse steals trash, but who steals my good name steals all." So your credibility, or your level of trust, your level of believability in the heart and mind of the prospect is the critical factor that determines whether they deal with you. Do they trust you? Do they feel comfortable with you? In America, American buyers have two major fears, as you do. Fear number one, common, is the fear of being taken advantage of. Because why? Why do customers have this fear? Because they have been taken advantage of in the past and they're gun shy. All right? The second fear that people have is the fear of being hustled or being manipulated, being pushed into something. And so whenever they meet a salesperson, even though they've never met you before, their instant fears are triggered. Well, there's somebody's going to take advantage of me and hustle me and take advantage of me in whatever order. And I say it's almost like a teeter-totter, is that when you meet the customer for the first time, their fear is high, your credibility is low or no. But as you spend time with them, the balance changes. And as your credibility goes up, their fear goes down. When their fear goes down to a certain point, they buy. And there's no problem with buying. And how do you build credibility with customers? Many different ways. We'll talk about them in a second. But one of the very best ways is to be prepared. If you do some homework on your customers and find out a little bit about them before you see them, then you come in prepared, you're more credible, you're more believable. A person can relax, you're a professional. Every single person who's ever had anything written about them any time in their lifetime is on Google or Yahoo. And you can pull it up. If you're calling on a customer, it's absolutely essential that you Google them and download their website and take a look at it. So you walk in and you say, "Mr. Prospect, I thank you very much for your time. I had no idea that you have 12 branches and 223 people, and you've been in business for 17 years, and you've had an average growth rate of 12.5% over the last 5 years. That's quite amazing. How do you know that?" Well, check your website. All companies have websites and people within the companies. I go and I'm calling on a company or I'm speaking for a company, I'll pull down the background information, all their key people. It's all on the website. When I meet these people, I say, "Oh, geez, it's nice to meet you. You know, you went to the University of Wisconsin and you were there for 4 years before you transferred to Chicago. And how do you know that stuff?" It's on your website. I read it. But your credibility goes straight through the ceiling and their fear of dealing with you disappears. It's almost like a vanishing act, because you've done your homework. So preparation is the mark of the professional.